Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Todd Rowland from Alderac Entertainment Group. Going to be looking at Tom Cleaver's Valley of the Kings Afterlife, which is a sequel,
It's a sequel.
standalone sequel to Valley of the Kings.
It is. It's an expandalone. It can be played, or it can be combined, or it can be played separately. So.
Okay. So the nature of the gameplay is the same.
Exactly the same. In fact,
But different.
there are no new mechanics. You don't have to learn any new keywords, any new tricks. It's all just new abilities, which actually make the game very different because it can totally change strategies with a lot of the new abilities that you have. But for people who played it, it's seamless. You don't have to learn anything new.
And for those who haven't played, how do you play?
So, how you play Valley of the Kings. This is a very small box deck builder. Some people actually call it a deck destroyer because you're keeping your deck very thin in this game. Because the way you play the game is, what you're trying to do is, each player is a pharaoh of Egypt with your own tomb. Every player has their own tomb card. And you're attempting to stuff as much stuff in your tomb before the end of the game when you all die as you possibly can.
That's right.
Because you can take it with you in Valley of the Kings.
That is your goal.
So the way you do that is everybody starts, like in any deck builder, with a basic starting deck, which has various cards.
Okay.
Urns, shop teas, little things here. And so each card generates gold for you, as it does in most deck builders. So if I were to play these three, I would play them to my discard pile for gold. And then at the bottom of the pyramid, I would look in the upper right at the costs. All these cost 3, so I could pick any one of them. So let's say that I take this sling, I put it in my discard with the others, and then because it's in the middle, I choose one of these cards to shift down, and then I choose another card here to shift down.
Okay.
When I'm done, the pyramid rebuilds.
Okay.
Then the next player, you can only ever buy off the bottom. Now, as you'll notice, many cards have abilities. So for instance, the Shopti here, if I'm not going to use it for gold, but let's say that I really wanted to buy this brooch, I could play it for its ability that says swap 2 cards in the pyramid. I could swap that harvest with the brooch and then buy it, assuming I had sufficient gold.
Yes.
Right?
Or sacrifice it in order the next guy cannot take it.
Right, or sacrifice a card in the pyramid. It's just gone. The brain hook goes away, that falls down, and you have another card come out.
Okay.
Now, the way that you earn points is, on your turn, for free, once per turn, you can take any card in your hand and entomb it. So you put that in your tomb.
Okay.
It's forever out of your deck, and it's now points for you. Now, starter cards are only worth 1 victory point each. Other cards are in sets by color. So if you'll notice, the bracelet, these brown cards, that's a jewelry, and that's a jewelry.
Okay.
The way points work on them is, if I have 1 jewelry in my tomb, I'll earn 1 point.
Okay.
If I have 2 jewelry, it becomes 2 times 2. You square it, it becomes 4 points. If I have 3 jewelry, it becomes 9, because it's 3 times 3.
Okay.
So the better sets I can build, the better I'll get. However, they have to be unique. So if I had a bracelet and 2 brooches,
You're going to get 4
only
for
1
this,
brooch would count.
and
That one wouldn't count.
Does it score separately?
It doesn't even score separately. It
All
doesn't
right.
even count toward it.
For
It has
each
to be unique
type of
sets.
thing, you only score once.
You only score once.
Okay.
And so then you play through the whole game. And the interesting thing is, the cards that are worth a lot of points, that are worth more, that can be bigger sets, are often really good abilities. So you're wanting to keep them and use them, and it's a bit of pushing your luck in. Okay, the game could end, really soon because we're almost out of cards and the pyramid's almost done. And if I don't get this in my tomb now, I may not see it in another shuffle before now. So it's a big risk of, when do I want to put that valuable card away or keep using it to try to get even further ahead of my opponents.
Okay. Which is one of the key sort of draws for Elysium, which was Kennerspiel Harmony. Was in this first that did not get that publicity.
I didn't get it. Yes.
didn't
So
get
how risky do you want to be? How much do you want to keep using your brain hook on yourself before you finally put it in your tomb?
I would hope you do not use that on yourself.
Again, the game was designed by Tom Cleaver, who is actually a professor of Egyptology.
Okay.
Every card has a little bit of information about what it really was. All these are actual relics that were found in Egypt.
Okay.
So,
all right. Thanks very much for the overview.
thank you.